help myself. But Pawapow versus Fozey and Sarme coming up, starting off, of course, on APOC.
Here we go, right on into it, and it looks like Sarme is coming in as that Zariel, and it's going to be Fozey onto the Caspian. An interesting pick, a big 6 coming out for the Caspian.
Yeah, a lot of range coverage, big combo-heavy team at that too, so you might get pieced up and not have a good time for it, but having access to the cannon on the other side too, they also have their own Zariel. You might have had before, Fozey kind of being the one to popularize the Zariel pick, and we've already seen 3 so far here in the start of pools.
Yeah, it's funny, like, this is a North American staple right now, the Zonix. This is what everybody swapped to after Chronix kind of fell off, and that's kind of what I expect from a lot of the North American teams, and it's funny, this is our first time seeing it going up against Fozey and Swada.
Surprised we also haven't seen... it's right there with it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we also haven't seen any of the Barraza Onyx teams that we saw a couple people sporting too. Of course, mostly going to just specific blaster players, so we might see that maybe later. But right now, it's looking pretty good as the blue team's going to even things right back up.
Yeah, really nice pickup there, that down signature to KO. Took out the Caspian, and now here comes the red team. New weapon spawns. Sarme picks up the bow, goes for the neutral sig read, but the dodge in avoids it.
Big opportunity here for trying to maybe sneak one out. We're going to get some damage in. Nobody's going to fall just yet today in that situation, but the end sig catching him over on the side too. That's actually quite a few hits they had to take just to make their way back on.
Yeah, that was multiple signature hits as well coming out from this blue team. That's some nice damage. A lot of it kind of being put out onto Sarme. The neutral sig, though, gonna launch. I believe that's Pawapow. Or no, that's anti-Jedi.
And coming in hot, but for the wrong person. It's going to be a team KO right there. But they do have both of the blue team in the red, so there's a big opportunity right here. That will not be the KO they need. Goes down there for the save. Will that be enough to allow him to get back? At least the trade-off happens. One gets back for a moment. He actually doesn't get KO'd off the top either, but the recovery will finally take him out.
Pawapow sacrificed himself for that nair to save anti-Jedi. He had no options there. He was sweat beating as he went for the nair to save anti-Jedi. He said, "You're more important than me."
And then he got KO'd immediately after. But it's the thought that counts. That's what matters. You know that you can always rely on him to be there for you.
That's the mark of a true teammate right there. Oh, Sarme comes in, hits the ground pound, but anti-Jedi gets back up. Pawapow's not going to come back, and there it is. The KO.
You saw their immediate switch up of focus too when they look to the right. It's like, wait, can he make that? No, he can't. Okay, let's keep this going. We got the 2v1. We're already up. We're up a stock at that, so we could throw this away. It doesn't matter if we go down with you.
Yeah, really well played, and that was only game 1.
It felt so much longer than that, too. Like, they were scrapping.
It was back
time.
and forth.
We'll see if maybe Anti-Jedi and Pawapow can adapt after that, because they actually looked pretty good. They were keeping it even throughout the whole time. We talked about how Fozey and Sarme, that's another team that has kind of a question mark around it, because they both perform well with others, but how will they perform together? Anti-Jedi looked pretty good with Pawapow, because this is a team that has always played together, so maybe they can get some adaptations they need here in Game 2.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a seasoned team. You can see that kind of team experience showing in the decisions that they make moment to moment. But on the other side, Fozey making the swap over to the Queen Nai. Looks like Queen Nai making a resurgence in the 2v2 space a little bit.
She covers so much range. Spear's doing just fine in all regards, but also I think he just likes being able to have access more to range, because the Katars were putting in work before, but he never really switched off of it.
Yo, but really good coverage coming out from the blue team. Pawapow gets the neutral sig as well. Blue team's up 2 stocks over the red team.
Big play right there. Can they get another one? We're going to get the nair, going all the way downstairs to try and close it out off that GCN sig, but it's not going to find the hit he needs.
Yo, but he does get away from that. Sarme gets caught out there as well. They keep catching anti-Jedi with signatures, but end up getting interrupted. Neutral sig, and Fozey's down to his last stock.
This is crazy. What happened to Fozey? Stocks throughout this match. It was Pawapow and anti-Jedi who said, we are not done. And this is what I like to see. We said before, this is a team who's consistently performed well with each other since 2020, so maybe they have something in them, and that's what we're seeing here in game number 2.
I mean, we said it time and time again. This is the World Championship. You can't sleep on any opponents.
Right now trying to see if they could put that stock to bed over on Sarme's side. Has to, but deep in the red. Sarme's been really good on movement, but currently is separated away, unarmed. Gonna sneak his way back up. Actually, no, excuse me, he had the bow in hand, so he is gonna be able to get some separation, but still holding on to that second stock, finally losing it there, getting the blue team up to the red like he needed.
Nice down sig will take down Sarme. Sarme down to his final stock. It's 4 stocks to 2 right now, but both blue team members in the red and split. But the dare Fozey gets the wall touch, comes up and hits the Sarre, but Pawapow again with the coverage, and it's all left to Sarme in the 1v2.
You know, everybody falling in that position, but it did work out for the blue team in the end. Now they get a quick 2v2. Unfortunately, accidentally hitting each other in the midst of that combo, but they get another one started here. Can they finish it? Yes, they can. It wasn't the KO yet, but it's looking good.
What a great team combo. You saw Anti-Jedi trying to back up for that spacing for the jump gravity cancel down light, and there's the KO. Pawapow and Anti-Jedi.
This is good. I believe I might have missed one in those other matches, but I'm pretty sure this is our first non-3-0 set we'll see to start the day today.
I think so. Wow.
Yeah, everything has been pretty dominant or one-sided. So a couple of them have been close, but they weren't able to close it out. This is what we were looking to see eventually happen, though. This team has been playing together for a while. I know I bring that up a lot, but that matters because communication. It's like, hey, I know what mistakes we made. I know what mistakes you made, and you can converse amongst each other to make sure that doesn't happen again. And it's not like that first game was that far off. They were really close the whole time in game one as well.
Yeah, the moment-to-moment adjustments that you can make when you have that kind of tenure with the teammate definitely helps out. As the red team gonna go for some big adjustments, bringing out the Lances. We've got the Ulgrim Orion combo to come out for game number 3.
Yeah, when in doubt, double Lance. That's something we see quite a bit with South America especially, and in EU, mostly with the double Ulgrim, but Orion, of course, having plenty of coverage. You still get access to Spear, that Spear D-Sig, being able to break everything up. Right now, the game plan is side light, side air, side light, side air, and it is working as that ground pound is gonna go ahead and take out the first stock.
They were just trying to sidelight and nair, just chain him up to the top. The Pawapow able to get away from that. The neutral sig though, and once again, Anti-Jedi's in trouble. Pawapow!
Oh no, Pawapow was right there to try and help him get the save, but just missed. Ends up losing his stock along with that too. And now already, Anti-Jedi's on his last stock.
Yeah, what a complete reversal from the last game. Sarme and Fozey knew immediately what the swap they wanted to make is. That down sig is going to launch Sarme, but not enough to KO.
Right now, they need to make something happen. You need some big plays on the board. We do already have Sarme on stock 2 as well, so you could even up the match right now by getting a double. They need one. Pawapow is going to look for the weapon toss down, misses out, and unfortunately for Anti-Jedi, wasn't able to get the closeouts, but they do get at least Sarme in the mix.
Yeah, Sarme was really trying to hang out there and keep Fozey alive, but ultimately ended up not keeping track of his jumps there and ended up falling. And now, everything's looking a little bit more even. 3 stocks on each side, just a little bit of a health advantage to the red team.
Yeah, feeling pretty good here for the blue team after the way things were started there. You brought it all the way back. Pawapow, so pretty good on defense. He's holding center stage very often, so if situations like that occur, he's not getting KO'd or being sent to the left alongside Anti-Jedi.
A quick dodge down. There's the neutral sig, but a nice punish coming out from Pawapow. But so many ground pounds. He's going to lose his stock, and Fozey still gets back up.
Oh, he needed that. He needed to try and see, get rid of that so he can at least walk away 1-for-1 on that trade. But now he's got to deal with the 2v1 situation. He's got gauntlets. This is a good opportunity to at least get a lot of quick separation hits with a fast weapon like this.
Reliant into the neutral sig, getting some big damage. Pawapow tried to go for a big play at the top of the map, but didn't hit.
Yeah, if he misspaces that recovery, he gets him up top for overcommitting, but he ends up going down anyways. So Sarme and Fozey answering back here in this game number 3. A lot of it, of course, coming off of that early dominance that they had against Anti-Jedi, and they weren't really able to rebound from that.
Yeah, they really bullied Anti-Jedi in that last one. Able to only put up like 131 damage, if I saw it correctly. So he did not get to play.
Yeah, you were eliminated. You were effectively removed from the game.
And it's so brutal because once you lose those first 2 stocks, you are effectively taken out because you don't want to lose that 3rd stock. As much as you want to be there, you want to be present, you want to put out the damage, you also don't want to throw away your stock.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see a switch. This is the first time we're actually seeing Demon Island. It's kind of tripping me up. But having access to the Lance, of course, is a great opportunity to try bring it here. And yet another switch. We're going to see Sarme, who just can't find a home with who he wants to play, over the Rayman. But we mentioned before, that team combo, they can play pretty much anything and wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, they do have quite a large spread of characters, and it's working out. Pawapow going to be the first one to fall on the blue team.
We're gonna get that side light there, just get that quick damage in. Sarme looking for a weapon. It's gonna be that axe. The side air won't be enough to take it out yet, but this is a great opportunity to try and get anti-Jedi. That's exactly what they needed. Pawapow getting in the middle of it. Maybe they sneak one out here on Sarme because of that. They do actually. So that's a great win for them in that spot.
And a nice double coverage there. You saw it was the Onyx who covered low with the down sig, and a neutral sig came out from the Zariel, but the down sig from Fozey is gonna take down anti-Jedi.
We talked about that in that last match, especially here on Demon Island. You get two grouped up. That is coming through every single time, and it's going to find a mark. Fozey just trying to hold on to this first stock as long as possible because he is tanking very well.
Oh, that falling side air ends up only hitting Fozey, though. Neutral sig gonna whiff. Anti-Jedi really hunting, but Sarme comes down with the side air, takes down Pawapow, and Fozey gonna eat that nair. Can they take down Sarme? They need it.
Oh, this would be huge if they could get rid of him right now. If they could sneak that out, they essentially even up the game after what was a very large deficit that was building up because Fozey refused to get rid of that first stock, but they do make it back to stage.
Now, Fozey surviving the 2v1 power play means that this is a really good spot for the red team.
They at least have Sarme in the red, but they're getting the two piece that they need over on the left side. Here comes Pawapow getting knocked out once again. They're always ready for it. And now, for the first time, anti-Jedi has to be in this position to make things happen.
Oh, but he's doing all right. Got that neutral sig. There's the spot dodge there, so he knows he can immediately go for the recovery, but misses the GCN sig. So Fozey from behind with the punish, and Sarme going to clean up the stock.
One thing that you at least have access to you with the cannon is if you can get rid of that stock on Fozey, if you sneak out one good side air read, you maybe steal one away from Sarme. That's the only play you really have here.
I mean, even if he does, there's still plenty of stocks left on Fozey. He's got two. Okay, well, he's got one. Can he get the big play onto Sarme? One good read with the cannon. Oh, but he doesn't go for more.
Yeah, you recover as fast as possible so that way you can get back up. But right now, thing's not looking too hot.
No, exhausted
way around.
Oh, he tried. He was fighting. He was scrapping. He was putting out the odd option. But Fozey and Sarme going to take it 3-1.
Look, know that I wanted to see you do that. That was pretty close to an amazing recovery back, but so much coverage, so little room to navigate on the side of Demon Island. You have to play immaculately, and they were really picking it up each set, but the combination of Fozey,